We asked the guys to put together their Mount Rushmore of all-time great quarterbacks to see if Drew Brees makes it. And Domonique Foxworth, we start with you.
All right, I got Brady, Montana, Manning, and of course, my beloved four-time Super Bowl champ, the greatest TB12 to ever live, Terry Bradshaw. Beautiful mount right there.
We should make it very clear that the Bradshaw-Dominique piece of this is an inside joke, but it is not an outlandish pick. Bradshaw's name is, in my opinion, too often forgotten when we talk about great players. He won 4 Super Bowls, as Dominique is pointing out. Montana, Brady, Peyton Manning, not a lot of people probably going to argue with those. Let's see if that is a consensus pick. Dan Orlovsky, I'm coming to you. Who is your Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks?
Yeah, we got 2 of the same. I obviously have Tom, I've got Peyton, I've got Aaron Rodgers, and I've got Drew Brees. Drew Brees, I've been on this for years, 2-3 years, belongs in this conversation. When you look up NFL records, you're going to see his name at the top or near the top of every one. So Dom, Mike T, I'm going to let Mike T do his Mount Rushmore, and then we're going to get into an argument. But
no, let's get into the argument. Mike T will jump in the middle of this.
All right.
But go ahead, Orlovsky.
This is why he belongs on the Mount Rushmore. First of all, there's been 11 5,000-yard performances in the NFL, passing-wise. Drew Brees has 5 of them. He's the greatest completion percentage holder, or he holds the highest completion percentage in the season in the history of the NFL. He's got 6 out of the top 9. There's 3 guys in the NFL history that have a QBR over 70. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. He's got the most passing touchdowns. He's got the most completions, or he's got the most yards. What else is he have? 54 straight games with the touchdown pass. Like, there's this 7 times he led the NFL in passing. And he did it while having one of the worst, or a bottom 10 defense for most of his career.
Well, he was great. I'm not going to argue against any of those points, but that means you have to take people off. And I know damn well you're not taking my boy Terry Bradshaw off, so there's nobody else to take off my mountain.
Why is Terry Bradshaw on for you?
Because he's great. Because he is great and he's underappreciated.
In what capacity was he better? Now this is where you just dug your hole. Don't ever talk to me about quarterback wins when it comes to quarterbacks, and then throw the 4 Super Bowls out there.
Don't talk to me about it.
No, you just dug a hole you can't get yourself out of.
Oh, well, a Mount Rushmore, what you don't understand is I'm not a quarterback. I'm an athlete. I can get out of any hole. And Mount Rushmore is not about how many stats you put up. It's about meaning something to the society. That's why those presidents are up there. Not because they're the greatest presidents of all time, but because of the impact that they had on the country when they built it. So we're talking about the impact that my man Terry did. You tell him to his face that he's not great. Come on.
I didn't say he's not great.
Mike T, get in here and tell this man why he's wrong.
Go ahead. Mike Tannenbaum, jump in here.
All right, let me thread the needle here because you both have a lot to learn here. So look, Brady, that's easy. But I'm going to go back to a different era when the rules were a little bit different. So I'm going Troy Aikman, 3-time winner. He was the architect of an unbelievable offense that won multiple Super Bowls in a different decade. I'm going with Elway because of his athleticism. He won 2 titles at the beginning of his career, at the end of his career. And then Dan Marino. And the reason for Dan, I know he's missing the Super Bowl, but he was the greatest player of his era from a standpoint of passing proficiency, and every team that defended him, including when I worked for the Jets, and it was Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick, and everything they did every game was, how do we stop Dan Marino? And we still can stop him. And to me, that's greatness. The reason Bradshaw doesn't make it for me is those were great teams, and I think they would have won a couple championships with other quarterbacks. Those other 3, Aikman, Elway, and Marino, to me, aren't replaceable.
It's something like, hold up, for me, some of it is because I was a kid at best when some of these guys played. Like I wanted to, like guys that I've actually watched play football, I wanted to have on my Mount Rushmore, Mike T. I'm not.
Have you ever heard of tape? You ever watched film? NFL Films got all those guys. You can go back and watch them. It's a magical invention. They can record things, and then you can watch them after they have taken place. It's incredible.
Dom, you think I just got a bunch of time to kick it around and go watch old Terry Bradshaw tape? No.
True, the man does have triplets in the house. Wait, go ahead, Mike T. Finish it up.
I just haven't seen him.
Yeah, Dan, I just got a question. If your excuse about, not being able to see tape, I get it, as we talk about Bradshaw. But what's the excuse on Prescott? You've had plenty of time to see Dak.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done with this segment.
That is the perfect place to leave it. Drop a mic and move it forward. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.